Hello and welcome to Diablo 4 Belial's Return. I am Sammy, this is Sammy, you are Sammy, we are all Sammy. And today, we're going to be working towards finishing the season journey. That is the goal, that is what we are aiming for. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at where we are in terms of the season itself. There was an update. So if you haven't been playing, make sure to update the game because it's a pretty sizable one. And one of the things that I noticed and I love is that they finally fixed the Destroyer chapter for the season journey. It used to be that everything was in its original order, but I've already completed 2 of those. I completed the first 2 and I hated that they were staying at the top, but now they have been moved to the bottom. And so when I come back to the season journey, I see what I genuinely need to see. There were a lot of graphical improvements, but one thing that stuck around is the occasional event. I think it's once a year that this event happens. It's now showing up on the map. There's nothing there. I've checked. When you get there, it disappears. It's not actually there. So don't go looking for it. It doesn't exist yet. There might be an event coming, but as of right now, nothing there. Chainsaw, it's good to have you back. Thank you for coming by. Just talking about the updates, and one of the biggest updates now is that every city has a Raven of the Tree. Making it so I'm probably never going to go back to the Tree of Whispers. That is gone. Hey, that's someone who reads the About section. Any of you ever wondered what the B in B Sammy Davis stands for? It is Ben! But Ben Davis is not a very searchable name, and so I don't use it for my online content. Alright, let's do some warm-up. Now, what I like to do when I warm up is I like to put on this stuff. I do the Sage's Whisper for intelligence, Soothing Spices for resistances, and Dodge Chance. It's not making me super powerful, but it's getting me enough to be able to feel confident about hitting. We're going to go tier 70. The challenge is to complete 75 with 5 minutes on the clock. I have not been able to do that. I'm going to warm up with a 70. And then maybe we'll dive right into a 75. I think that might be the way we go. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I hope everybody who is hanging out in the stream is having a good day. Like I said, it's been a dark and dreary day in my area. I'm kind of hoping that the rain starts again, so we at least have the background noise of the pitter-patter of rain falling on the window. I actually slept in a little bit too much today because of the rain. Oh, it's such a soothing sound. It just put me right to sleep. Oh, get out of there. Okay. How are we looking? Ooh, these guys, they hit me right in the face. And that's just uncalled for. Who gave them permission to hit me right in the face? I want to have a talk with their manager. Okay. I did kind of forget that I was in the pit for a minute. I was just sitting here thinking like, I haven't heard any gold falling. What is going on? There will be no gold. Okay. Gotta watch my cooldown timers. Gotta watch everything that's going on. Alright. Well, I'm doing much better. Huh. Sometimes my teleporting is not as accurate as I need it to be. There it goes. Okay. Trying to take out the priority targets, as it were. The people who can really mess up my day. And I don't want them to mess up my day. I want my day to be just fine. If anyone's gonna mess up my day, I want it to be me. Dang it. Okay. There we go. Getting a little bit better with this build in terms of understanding what I need to be doing. Resource, you know, is not an issue as much anymore. It's really armor and resistances that are kind of what's hurting me at this point. I think I would have to go off book to start working on the resistances. But I mean, that's kind of like, on the one hand, it does feel like this is a true glass cannon build, where for a lot of enemies, I'm able to do a lot of damage, a lot of quick. And then I get to other enemies, and they're able to one-shot me. And so I feel like that's fair. That's the trade-off. That's literally what it says on the tin of a glass cannon. Okay. But you know, at the same time, it's Diablo, so I kind of want my character to be in Torment 4 and have godlike superpowers, and nothing can stand in my way, but maybe we're still a few levels away from that. We're doing pretty well on time. Kind of double, or have that to see where we would be in a pit 75, because it does feel like that is a pretty drastic increase in challenge. Okay. Good. All right. Let's get these dudes. Good. So like I said, I'm getting more confident with it. I'm learning that I really should lean on the ice shards. I have been kind of playing it a little bit on the safe side, where I'm moving around, trying to rotate my abilities, and I'll just tap on the ice shards because I'm worried about losing my resource too quickly. And now I'm just kind of like, no, lay on the horn, baby. Make sure everyone knows that this is ice shards that they're getting hit with. Alright, it also seems like I should have a little bit of distance. That sometimes helps with increasing damages. Okay. Now, I don't know how to get my elemental thing to stay at 100. It can get up to 100, but then it starts counting down on the its counter pretty quickly. And if I could figure out how to keep it going, I probably just need to read. Just need to read what they say in the guide, but, you know, what's the fun in that? Why can't I just figure it out on my own? Alright, alright. Well, let's just keep moving, keep blasting dudes. Oh! I hit the portal. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I would be doing this well in tier 75. Just looking at the time remaining, I'm at 8.5 minutes to beat this guy, and I have noticed that my efficacy in battle, even in tier 75, it goes down by so much. My damage output just tanks. It goes way down. So I gotta be a little bit careful about diving or climbing up. We'll see what happens. This increases critical strike damage, and that's good. Okay. And then looking at the guide, I am using maxroll.gg. I'm at 3 out of 4 on the Paragon board slider. So I'm just kind of going through and filling in spaces. Some of these are interesting. For example, I previously had this, then they told me to get rid of it. Now they're telling me to buy it again. And I don't know what replaces it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and see what that does. Yeah, it's still got plenty of stuff to work. So, alright, well, no complaints there. Let's keep contributing to my damage reduction, because I need it. I'm a squishy little glass cannon, and I get hurt a lot, so I gotta be careful. Hello, Blazin', it is good to have you back. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Now, you weren't here for it, but I'm sure you've already seen. The Tree of Whispers has become a bit of an irrelevant thing at this point. There are now ravens at every city. And don't worry about not coming back. Everybody's got their own thing to worry about. Do your thing. Have your nights. If you're curious about what you missed, just, jump on to YouTube in the future and take a look. See what you missed. Man, so I need... What am I looking for? I need the diamonds. I need the emeralds. Well, not as many emeralds, just like a little bit more on the emeralds. And then I need the... Well, I don't think I need the skulls. I think... Once I replace the royal skull with the grand skull, I could probably get rid of the other royal skull and replace that with a diamond. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You never snuggle with your dogs when you're trying to do something, because then that just means you're going to bed. That's the way it works. The dogs win. Every time. Okay, well, there's really no reason to deny it. I gotta give this a shot. We're going tier 75. We gotta end with 5 minutes on the clock. That's what we're gonna do. And that's always the case, Blazin'. The dogs are gonna win. It's the same with babies. When I had my babies, if I was holding one and putting it to sleep on my chest, 100% guarantee that I would also fall asleep. Just, there's no such thing as laying down with a baby and then getting up later and walking off. No. They will put you to sleep. Okay. Just blasting dudes with Urivars, grenades. I really should be trying out Belial's superpower to see if there's a way that I can make that work with the rest of my build, because, yeah, losing teleport really futzes with the rest of this build. I don't know what it does, but I lose a lot of my damage. And I gotta do it because I want to take out Belial with his own power. I'm thinking ahead too much. Let's focus on one job at a time. Come on! There. Alright, I will keep that in mind. Although, with Belial, I feel fairly confident. Pretty sure I took him out in Torment 4 last night before I went to bed. I was just curious if I could. So I gave it a shot. Come on, dude. There. Sometimes these guys just do not cooperate. There. You just gotta lay down the law. You gotta tell them who's boss, and in this case, it's me. I'm boss. You could call me Hugo, 'cause I am boss. Excellent. Oh, I have to look that up. I also have to look up what I have. I completely misinterpreted that entirely. I was sitting here thinking, like, you want to give me the stuff to make my chest? I don't think I have enough resplendent sparks for it. But yes, to open my chest, you need... I'm trying to think of something that would be somewhat appropriate to say, because I know what I would want to require for you to open my chest, but yeah, that's what it is. It's part of the beard hair economy. It's weird. This nation is not built on a sustainable currency. But everything runs on beard hairs around here. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, I am gonna get beat up. Okay, I found the dead end. I'm the best. I love finding the dead end in a pit. But I've got pretty good time. I'm almost like halfway through filling up the meter. I just gotta make sure I don't get hyper focused on like a single regular enemy who has all these buffs and is able to take damage. Like if there's one dude left, abandon that dude and move to the next. All right. Man, also don't walk into the bombs. There's so many things that I do that are bad for my health, and I do it anyway. Alright, just in case that guy is gonna make the floor lava, let's get moving. Stay mobile. I know there's a champion in there somewhere. Hoping that I can zip in, hit him. Okay, I got all the champions. Never mind. I'm still gonna zip in and zip out and do all that. I just don't have to be as targeted as I was. All right. I have hit every booby trap that they have dropped. Okay. Got him. Don't want to stand right in the booby traps. That's what I keep doing. It's bad for my health. I also don't want them to make me fearful, because I fear no man. Okay. There! Sometimes these guys, they're just so greedy about dying. Like, why don't they just let me kill them? Come on. Alright, that was good. That was a big dude. Those were big dudes too. But I've only got 8.5 minutes left. Well, 3.5 minutes, because I have to beat this thing with time on the clock. 5 minutes on the clock. So keep moving, stay mobile. Okay. Can't be focused on one dude. Gotta get moving to the crowds. Ooh. I was like, and then they make me fearful. I'm gonna honor that hydrate request soon, I promise. Just gotta take out Bramble. Ugh. Let's get some distance. Keep hitting him. Might be too much distance. Come on, dude. I got 2.5 minutes to kill him. And he seems to not be cooperating.
Want someone or something?
No, I want you to shoot this guy. Quit bragging about what you can do with someone or something. And get to blasting. There we go. Whew. So there we go. With time to spare. Taken care of in the first 30 minutes of the stream. I am amazing! Alright. Get this one. Yeah. I should have started with that one, but might as well get that one up. Eventually I'm going to get them all up, but I like to go, while they're at 100, I like to just work on one at a time, and I shouldn't do that. I should do all of them, but I'm not that kind of person. As you watch the stream, you can make me do things by earning beard hairs. 5 minutes ago, while we were still in this pit, Blazin purchased a hydrate. I'm going to do that now. But if there's nothing that you see on the list, you can always contribute to the Fry Play Challenge. We're coming to the end of that. Clearly, I'm going to need to have a harder challenge next time, because we've got 15 days left and only 12% remains on the Fry Play Challenge. So, you know, earn your beard hairs. You can donate them. Also, if you hit the follow button, there are new emotes for followers. There are also new emotes for subscribers, but there's only like 4 or 5 of you. What are we sitting at? 5 subscribers. So there's only 5 of you who even get to use those emotes. And don't you want to be one of them? Don't you want to be able to use those subscriber emotes? All right, I didn't get anything good. I'm really only looking for some gloves. And one of the best places to look for those gloves would be in a Helltide. So I might go do this one, or at least try to do it. And then it's back to trying to get this cinder, these ashes or whatever it's called. I just gotta get Duriel with Duriel's burrow. That one made me so angry last night. Okay, no Helltide in Nahantu. Let's just go here. Now the goal is just to get my wanted meter all the way up and then to kill 200 dudes with that. So we'll see. We'll see if it works out. Usually, well, last season the challenge was to get to 300, and I tried it like 6 or 7 times, and I think I got there. I did not notice that a Mother's Blessing was active. What is Mother's Blessing? Let's scooch back here. Mother's Blessing. The fleeting gift of Mother's Blessing grants 35% boost to experience and 50% boost to gold. Okay. Thank you, Mother Lilith. I'll come and kill you later. but thank you for the boost. Where's my pet? I decided to put on Iris the cat as my pet, but I'm not seeing her on the battlefield. Yeah. So she does exist. She just doesn't want to pick up gold right now. And what can I say? She's a cat. Like, it's hard to train a cat to do anything. They're like, hey, you didn't train us to be here. We trained you to let us come in. Okay. So the only chest that I really want would be the armor chest with gauntlets. I should probably go do some events, because maybe if I get mastery, there's a chance that I would get the gauntlets that I'm looking for. And I'll help too, my dude. Alright, alright. Whoa. That guy hit me pretty hard. I don't like being hit that hard. That's so mean. Thank you, Blazin, for donating 9,570 beard hairs to the Fry Play Challenge. If we get it this week, it'll likely be next week that we do it. Just so you guys know. That's what you're working towards. I have noticed that the colliders seem to have changed. Colliders being the things on the ground that you hit, like the invisible walls and whatnot. Because I keep getting stuck on things that I didn't previously get stuck on. I've had a couple of doors where I'll be too close to the edge and it won't let me through. And I'm like, no! You don't stop me! But it could just be me. Okay, so I'm not the only one who has noticed alterations to the colliders. I just figured it was because I'm crazy and I'm always driving into things. Because I'm watching the mini-map and not the real map. Okay, let's look for the armor. And we're... Oh, shouldn't have gotten off my horse. I am only looking for gauntlets.
See what it is.
Thank you, Subo, for not saying something stupid. This morning I decided to finish off Kyrgyzstan, so taking a look, now it is completed as well. So all of vanilla open world is now complete. But while I was doing that, and I would invade dungeons to clear it out, and there would be a corpse, he would often say what he likes to say, was it worth it? And about half of the time, it wasn't, because the corpse had nothing on it. So thank you, Subo, for reminding me that I'm defiling corpses for nothing. So rude. Anyway, Subo got under my skin. Alright, alright. Nope, those are pants. I don't need pants. I've already got ancestral pants on. I mean, I could always use better equipment. That's the name of the game. But at this point, I'm really just looking for the ancestral gauntlets. And then if I happen to get the mythic uniques, then great. You did it again! I wonder what Blazin did again. Chest armor. Blazin, get back into Torment 4. You're too strong for Torment 3. Your only reason for going there is if one of the bosses is giving you trouble and you're trying to farm for equipment. And at this point, that's only Duriel for me. Alright, I just want to talk to this doomsayer. There. It happens to me as well. I can't remember who I was working on. Oh, it was the new boss. It was the dog. Hatred, who looks like a big scary dog. I decided to take that one on, and I got my butt handed to me. Let's see. It is crazy. I'm glad that T4 remains a challenge, but at the same time, it does kind of frustrate me that sometimes I feel like I am very powerful, and then other times I'm not. And that was my own fault. I shouldn't have gotten greedy. Now I gotta start over with my stupid wanted level. Forgot the whole reason I'm here is the wanted level. Not the treasure. I have already completed the treasure. I don't need to ride my horse anywhere. Okay. I am working on the Helltide, so if that is what you are working on, you can join up on me. I'm not going to be here for too long, though. That's the only issue, is once this Helltide's done, I might be looking at something else to do. But you can certainly join in. You can even give a shot with, what's his name with me? Who is the other guy? Alright, I'll go to your freaking world. No, I do not want to teleport to the party leader. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. All I'm really working towards is getting my wanted level up, which means I can't die. I can't get distracted by treasure and let them kill me again. I gotta focus just on murder. Just on murder. Okay. Yeah, you guys grow angry. Get mad. Get mad. I also keep getting the notification that I have finished the Belial quest. But the way that the wording made it sounds as though Belial is a new layer boss in all realms, including the Eternal Realm. Maybe I could jump in there and see if that is true. It's just the wording of the update text that I skimmed through made it sound like Belial is everywhere. And that in the Eternal Realm you can face him at any time, but in the Seasonal Realm you have to complete the seasonal campaign. Ah, curses. Grab that. Kill that. Get more of that. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Blazing, patiently waiting. There it is. That's what I wanted. Handguards. Didn't get the handguards I wanted, though. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. Blazin', I just remembered, whenever we party up, Subo goes back home. And so I'm always like, are there no more enemies? Did we kill everybody? No. I'm a sorcerer. I can't see the mini-map. I need a rogue for that. Okay. Good. Just trying to get our wanted meter all the way up. That's all we're working towards. Well, that an opening treasure. Treasure's the best. I love treasure. And if you love treasure, you should hit that follow button. We're trying to get to 100 followers and you could help us get there. If you're already following and you want to support the show financially, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're sitting on a Prime subscription, look above my head and you will see a spot to use that Prime subscription. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to leave a comment, just give me a time signature so I know what you were talking about. It's not a requirement, it just helps. And then finally, there is a podcast. It is called Potato Chip Pictures, where a friend and I review movie franchises. We're currently looking at the Bond franchise. There will be no new episode this coming Friday. It's my fault. I didn't feel like recording. We could probably record now, but there's not enough time for me to edit and put everything together. So no episode this week, and it's all my fault. In case you're a fan, a listener, I don't want you to be like, it's Justin's fault. No, it's me. I'm the one who done it. Stupid death making me die. Don't they know that that resets my wanted timer? So rude. Okay, Blazin', you go ahead and... Oh, dang it. Yeah, I don't want that guy there. You go ahead and keep doing your thing. I need to head back to town because I've got to turn in my whispers, which means I no longer need to go to the Tree of Whispers. I can just go to my home city of Karagar and just turn it in right here. The Tree of Whispers is no longer a location that you ever have a reason to visit. I don't even think there are mini quests there. And now you can teleport straight to Varshan. So unfortunately, we are done with the Tree of Whispers. They're just done forever. I am sorry. Technically, there is a raven in every city, but not every city has Artificer's Pit. Only Karagar has that. So really, there is no reason to ever go to any other city anymore. It's kind of sad. Oh well. And I'm going to save that ability point that I'm sitting on just for a little while. Because I want to do a bunch of them at once. That's what it really boils down to. Okay. It's like they want to hurt me. Alright. I need to remember to put up my shield when I am here in T4. I have a bad habit of letting my drugs wear off, as they have done again, and not using my shield. Because I'm always like, I want to save my shield in case they hit me with a crowd control effect. And then they end up murdering me. And so the crowd control effect means nothing. So I gotta remember to actually use my shield. That's the point I'm making. Alright. Who is left? Once again, they're angry. I know. It's what I keep doing to them. I haven't made them so furious that they start attacking. But I do make them angry. I make them angry all the time. Was not expecting them to come down, but if they're going to, I'm in a horse attack. Okay. Excellent. Good. Always go for the champions. Those are the purple dudes. It took me like 5 seasons to figure out why some dudes glow purple. I was like, I don't understand this. And then finally, someone was like, well, it's because they're buffing everyone around them. And they come in pairs because they can't buff themselves. And so the second one buffs the other one. But the two of them together are buffing everybody. So you gotta take them out. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. They glow purple because they're a big target. They want you to hit them. So hit the big targets. That's all I'm saying. That's the only point I'm making is hit big targets. Alright, alright. Let's see what Blazin is rocking. He's got the boss power going. I think this is your barbarian, if I am correct. And I think the boss power you're using is Belial? Maybe it's the one. What? Yep. It's very hard to read chat. Especially because there's sun right on the bottom left side of the screen. There. Good. Okay. We are doing pretty well. Still gotta get enough dudes to get my wanted level back. Of course, that means I can't be dying, so I gotta do a little bit better than what I have been doing. Things got exciting over here. There's a lot of stuff blowing up. There we go. All right. We're like better than halfway. We're almost 3/4 of the way to making them super mad at me. Just gotta keep working towards it. And I am gonna go into that event, mostly to see if I can get the gauntlets that I want. I mean, technically I have the gauntlets that I want, I just want them better. I want them to be ancestral. Okay, find the ritualists. Sounds dirty. Okay. I have no idea if any of those were ritualists. But I'm gonna head up here. I guess there are 6 of them. Okay, I have found them. Well, a few of them. Just gotta find the last ones. There are 3 left. Probably somewhere over here. In fact, I know they're over here. And then I try to survive as I get over here. Excellent. There's a lot of stuff happening on the screen. I'm doing my best, trying to survive. A little overwhelmed. Okay. I'm gonna leave that garbage on the ground because I don't necessarily need it. And it'll show up in the stash later on. I also don't need helms, but you know, might as well open it up. It's worth experience points. We're trying to get to 300. That's our constant goal with every character in every season is to be like, can we get to level 300 on about 12 hours a week? A little bit more because I do like to play a bit on my own time. Just not towards the season journey without you guys. Come on, horse attack! Rolling stone. Okay.
You saved my life.
Good job, Blazin', you saved his life! I knew you had it in you. You kept saying I can't save anyone's lives, and I kept saying there's an Iron Wolf out there who's just waiting for you to save his life. See, this is why you guys shouldn't miss any of the streams. You miss these conversations. Come on, get me that wanted level. There we go. They are frenzied, but I gotta keep moving. Gotta stay mobile. Gotta kill a lot of things. A lot of things. 200 things. Alright, alright. Yep. Gotta keep moving. There we go. There's some more dudes. We're running out of time. More dudes showing up. They're helping out. I'm frozen! Come on. Where are they? Alright, well, we gave it our best shot. I don't think we got it. Stupid hell titans. I don't know if they're gonna keep count. They haven't in the past. Or at least they haven't been good at keeping count. But let me just take a look. Oh, so I got 120. But still, that seems like it's gonna be very hard to get the rest of them. But 120, that's okay. That's fine. This is my it's fine face. You can tell how fine it is. Oh well. Killing dudes, we'll get that meter back up. Surely we can fill it up again in 5 minutes. I don't think we can. Okay. I keep thinking I'm seeing treasure. I'm not. There is no treasure. But there are dudes. And I like killing dudes. That's one of my favorite activities. Hey dudes, I'm here to kill y'alls. Perfect. Very good. How are we doing? Okay. I realized I hadn't looked at my computer for a while. If anyone's supporting the beard hair economy, I didn't see it. Fortunately, no one has, so we're good. We're fine. We're golden. My garbage is still on the ground. Don't have a new event starting. But here's some dudes. That'll show them. That'll show them for being dudes. Okay. So back in the day when I used to play Destiny with some friends, we would call regular enemies ads, which I think is just something that was part of the Destiny community. But in my head, that felt right. And so for a long time, I called every regular enemy in every game I played an ad. And people were like, why do you call it an ad? And I'm like, it's short for adversary, isn't it? Apparently it's exclusive to the Destiny community and I gotta get it out of my head. So I'm gonna go for something more generic, like baddies. Everybody knows that a baddie is something that you gotta beat up, that you gotta slaughter. It's like a demon, or an insect, or any of those things. No one would ever use the word baddie for anything else. Yeah, mobs also works. In fact, mobs is probably better because I think it fits more games. I know it originates from Minecraft. Just seems like it fits with more stuff. All right. I really should not be in this area. It freezes my wanted level. So we gotta go. Okay. Then I got bad information, Blazin'. In my head, I was like, oh, it's exclusive. I think it was someone else who told me that years ago. And I've been trying to get it out of my head, but old habits die hard, and I've wanted to say, we gotta go get these ads. So fine, I'm good with it being universal. Okay. Yep. Don't stand in the explosion. I know I gotta tell you guys that every day, but I'm gonna say it again. Don't stand in the explosions. Okay. 2 minutes. I doubt we are gonna get anywhere close. Don't do that. Don't do that until you're in the bathroom. Come on, Blazin'. Who do you think you are, the president? Don't just poop. Ugh. We do it in the potty. Oh, you died. That's why you're pooping. Let me just clean up around here. I caught up eventually. I was there. Alright, I'll help out too. There's a malignant heart over here. Might as well help. The worst they could do is kill me and reset my wanted level. But there's only like 2 minutes left, so I'm not worried about it. Alright. Where is she at? She lasted a while, that's for sure. That was a pretty good fight she put up. Okay. Alright, the last minute, surely it's not gonna raise all the way, and if it did, it would be a waste, because once everybody despawns, I'm pretty sure I would lose the wanted level anyway. I do not know if it will hold that wanted level to the next Helltide. Feel free to jump in the chat and let me know. I think it resets. Like, if I were designing it, I would design it to reset, just like the cinders. Okay. So there you go, I'm all the way wrong. Because I knew you kept the baleful hearts, obviously, but that's a thing that you're trying to build up over time, so you can have all three to try to cash them out. Okay. Time to go home. Ah, boo. Don't give me pop-ups. Also, we're at 90% on the beard hairs for the community challenge for the fry play. That will not be this Friday. That will be next week's Friday if you guys are able to finish it. I have faith in you. I believe in your ability to get it filled up. Lots of stuff to break. Ah, boo. Alright, let's go break it down. Then come back and get it and break it down again.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
There we go. And now I'm just gonna head back over here and get them all destroyed.
Better than starting.
'Cause I don't need them. But Blazin', if you're with me, I'm down to try going after Duriel. Give that a shot. Let me level up really quickly. Got that one. Want that one. I mean, what we could do, if you have not completed that part of the season challenge, we could have one of us have Duriel's power, the other one has the power that they want, and then swap. So the other one has Duriel's power and vice versa. If that makes sense. If you're still working towards that part of the challenge. Oh, okay. And I haven't even tried Andariel with her power. Also, if you're going to be rocking the bonus version or the deluxe version of the seasonal costume, I think I will put on the not necessarily normal, but the middle version. There we go. Now we're all rocking cool looks. Oh, I thought you were running the deluxe armor. But if we're running the same armor, that will not stand. That will not stand! Interesting. I thought there was another piece of armor. I don't love that for the armor pass, it's a full set of armor, everyone gets the same full set of armor, but now you have to unlock it at the class level. And I just hate that so much. Okay. Good, good, good. I'm coming, I'm coming. All right. Let me pop my fingers, kind of get myself situated. Give you guys a free hydrate. It only costs 10 beard hairs, so get in the chat and spend them. Thank you, Blazin'. Okay. Here we go. I know. I'm going to have to put up more challenges so I can encourage you guys to spend all your beard hairs again. I say. I just don't like it. It messes with my entire play style. I want to zip around the map. And I feel like I can't do that with Belial's power. I don't know what killed me that time. It had to be the little guy next to me. No, it was a poison. I was standing on a puddle of poison without knowing it. Watch out for the poison if you're getting the revive. It's dangerous. Oh, we both died. Awesome. I'm gonna go repair really quick. I just don't like Belial's power. The burrow. I just lose everything using that particular power. Andariel, thank you. Andariel's burial. I know it's burrowing, I just don't like it. Oh, good call on that. Let's grab... I did get smoked. I got hit with that second hand. And that's fine, that's fine. I'm not gonna gas you. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna use your gas. I'm gonna see if it works for me. I'm sure it won't. I'm sure once we're done with it, I'm gonna need to... Yep, that's what I had a feeling. I'm probably gonna have to separate from you and use my own gas. Alright. Just keep hitting them. But I gotta watch out for that poison. Oh, that poison hurts. And I also think I am doing a tiny bit more damage by being in the distance. Let me see if I can get in here. Get this revive while my dogs do all the work. Nah, we don't need to do that. I want you to try your hardest with your best character, or your less best character, your West character. All right. Standing in poison. All right. All right. Darn it. That's against the rules. You're not supposed to go down. Dang it. Now I am. Alright, let me see if I can get one person out of here. Nope. 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 Come on. Come on. Just hurt them. I am doing like 0 damage. If I can get one of them to go away, then I should be able to get the revive. Nope. I quite dislike the burrow power. It is so infuriating. Okay. I'm gonna repair and then I'm gonna do my own drugs. Because, no offense, but we can try. But I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference, genuinely. I think I have put so much of my build into the specific abilities that I am working on. Yes, return to my world state, please.
Some solid. I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
I think it's the burrowing that's killing me. Because if let me demonstrate really fast. Nah, let's try it. One more again. With the correct drugs this time. This is doing it the way that the challenge says. I do like that you've got this idea of hanging out here. Because that means I don't have to go as far away. Come on, baby. Cause yeah, man, look at how little I'm doing in terms of damage. Thank goodness I've got my wolves doing stuff. Get my shield back. Oh boy. Come on. Get them. I just want them to be blown up. So I gotta get away from Andariel every time he comes at me. I gotta position myself so I'm kind of hitting multiple dudes at once. Because again, I think I'm doing more damage to the guy who's far away, not the guy who's nearby. Come on. Got one. I got one. Got two of them. Come on. Okay. Come on. I'm getting impatient. That is what is doing me problems. I'm like, I just gotta keep hitting him. And then it's not working. I will get that spam bot in a moment. Excellent. Okay. Come on, get back in the middle. Now, if I can stay away, I should be able to do more damage. Yeah, he didn't show up in everything. There. It doesn't matter, he's gone now. Sometimes Twitch is pretty good about blocking these accounts. Sometimes they appear right on the screen, and that's when I really panic. Alright. Stay away from Andariel. Get his little pangs. Dang it. There's so much floor is lava happening right now. It's kind of making things a little bit scary. Come on, baby. Get out of the poison. Get away. Okay, we've got one. Just not doing enough damage. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get him. There. Oh my gosh. Come on. Trying to stay above ground because The burrow does not do nearly enough damage. They make it sound like it's going to do a lot of damage, but compared to Urivar's bombs, the burrowing does nothing. It might as well not exist. It is such an underwhelming boss power. Come on, come on! Just aim at him! Don't aim at these guys! He's so close. There! Oh my gosh! Holy crap! How long did that take? 30 minutes? That's how it felt. Oh my goodness, that was painful. But I am never using Duriel's burrow again. I went, yeah, I kept you past your bedtime trying to kill that dude. This is such a garbage main power. Maybe it works better for other builds, but with the build that I've got, 58,000 is nothing, especially compared to 2 million. So yeah, I prefer Urivar's. I do need to put on Andariel's Flame Skull to try out the next thing, but I also got that one maxed out because I'm just not trusting it. But that's the last boss I've got to do. Then at some point we can party up again and go back to this. Any of you who are staying awake and want to party, you don't need to. I'm fine with going solo. But I'm thinking about going after Lilith just to get her power and try that against Belial. These two would finish the season. These two are just for pride. That's how I'm viewing it right now. All right, now that I've got the power on that I want, just to make sure, I am going to open this, and in case Belial shows up, I can get him. Boo. Although I think I have been looking for an ancestral version of this particular ring. There's a lot of stuff where I still want the ancestral version. Well, there's only this, but there are things in my stash that if I could get the ancestral versions of, it would be better. It would be much better. That's the point that I'm making. All right, let me take a look at that. Okay, it's nothing. Don't gotta worry about that at all. Okay, so taking a look, yeah. So there are fewer things that don't have an ancestral than do have one. But notably, the gloves that I am currently rocking, I have not been able to find anything better than those, and that is frustrating. Okay. I could also probably look at the occultist and see if there are any stat or items that I would want to switch things out, because I might have an upgraded Orange Herald or Mind's Awakening, Piercing Cold. I definitely have an upgraded Shredding Blades, but it's such a small upgrade. I'm not going to do it. Instead, what I'm going to do is try this one. After standing still for 1 second, summon a skull for 4 seconds that rotates around you and breathes fire that burns enemies for 1,000,000 damage. And yes, French fries, that is a lot of people, because at this point there is no reason to go to any other city besides Karagar. Now that we have the Artificer's Pit, the difficulty changer, and a raven from the Tree of Whispers, there's no reason to go to any other city in Sanctuary. Every other teleport spot has become irrelevant except to get to a quest. That's just the way it is. What was I looking for? Andariel. Ugh. I have more pincushion dolls than anything else because I just hate this fight. I hate it a lot. All right, well, let's give it a shot. I'm just not good at floor is lava. When floor is lava happens, I don't. But I've got this boss power leveled up at 20. We'll see how it goes. It's my least favorite fight of them all. Even the new ones. I still feel like the hatred fight is fair, at least. I die most of the time when I'm fighting him, but it seems fair.
I find things, even if they don't want to be found.
Okay. All right. Wish me luck. Cross those fingers. We're going to do our best. We're going to see what happens. Flaming skull, that was not the time to fire off. It seems to just fire off whenever it wants to. Let's stand back just to make sure we don't have any extra damage being done to us. Okay. That was not too bad for a first round. Still gotta watch the floor. Oh my gosh. But I am definitely noticing that a lot of my damage is not as powerful as it feels like it should be. No, don't get killed. Yeah, I had it in my head that these flaming skulls would be a little more effective than this. But they're doing their best. They're trying. It is a million times better than the burrow. Ah, crap. Killed by pushback. I just hate getting killed by the environment. Alright, come on, guys. Get some distance, get those wolves out here. Come on, wolf companions. I need a hand. Now that time I don't know what killed me. It had to be the floor is lava, but I didn't see what was on the floor, so it feels cheap. And that's how I feel about a lot of this fight. Oh, I hate Andariel so much. I feel like this fight, like the hurt boxes activate before the graphical boxes activate. And so you think you're standing somewhere safe and then you're dead. And it's like, well, you would have known that if you had waited 3 seconds for the graphics to load in, dude. And I'm like, no, they should just load in. They should load before the hurt boxes load. Whatever. Alright, we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna survive. The floor may be lava, but we're gonna survive. Yeah, let her get right up in my grill. Okay. Like, right now... Okay, every once in a while the controller starts to vibrate, and I think that means that I am standing on something that is hurting me, but I don't see anything on the floor, so I don't know what's actually doing the damage. Oh well, she's back. Ah! That really made me mad. Oh, that made me mad. I hate getting pushed. I hate getting pushed, and I hate getting stunned. And that's my fault. I can't yell at the game for me being bad at it. Okay. Repair again, because that's about the only way to survive, the floor being lava. Damn it. Walked into someone else's drugs. If you're in Torment 4, use your incense away from everyone else. You are making everyone else have a bad time by gassing us. If you're trying to get the challenge for gassing, you know, a set amount of people, do that in a lower Torment. Don't mess with my meta. Okay. Nope, wrong one. See, I'm so flustered, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. We need that, that, and that. We're just gonna redo them all because I don't want to take the time to figure out which incense that jerk used right at the town portal. What a dummy. So don't be that guy. Don't go to Torment 4 and start gassing people. I think I'm going to take a break from this fight. This might be a thing that I do off stream. This might have to be a thing that I don't let you guys watch me get emotional and angry. I hate when a video game impacts my emotions and moods, and Andariel is doing that to me right now. So we're gonna take a break from that. We're gonna move away from that dude who's gassing everybody in Torment 4. What a jerk.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails.
Don't gas people in Torment 4. That's all I'm saying. Ugh, what a bad human being. Okay, well, I'm gonna go here. There's probably not gonna be a lot of people there, so it should be safe. And I don't see any whispers in this area. I could have gone further south if I wanted to complete whispers, but what I want to do is get my wanted level all the way up. And with the powers that I like. But it does kind of suck that both Duriel and Andariel kind of have duds of superpowers. I don't know. Maybe I need to have another power going. Excellent Blazon. Sleep well. Have a good night. Anyway, what I was saying, I don't know if maybe with Duriel and Andariel I need to have separate supporting powers, and that gets it. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. I just don't want to take the time to figure out how to maximize those two powers. Especially since so many of the other powers seem to be useful right away without any leveling or anything like that. Like, I didn't have to do any updating to Zir's power of the blood pools, and those were useful immediately. Didn't have to change the rest of my meta to make them work. And it does feel as though Duriel and Andariel just don't work. I would have to do too much to make them work. So that's kind of a bummer. But everyone below them, all of those bosses, they have great powers. It's just weird that I have not had a lot of luck with these powers in the red. They're legendary and they suck. Whereas these rare ones, they're pretty dope. All the way across the board. I don't know what you're working on. Oh, it's one of those. I hate. I don't like these. I don't necessarily hate them. They're fine. You just have to remember to get out of it before it starts killing you. Otherwise, your wanted level gets reset. That's what I hate, is my inability to pay attention to my own health. Okay. There we go. Trying to keep an eye on my health, because I don't want them to kill me trying to get these cinders. But it does look like my wanted level is going pretty well. Oh, and I think we finished it. I don't know if I stepped out, or if he stepped out, or if we both stepped out, but it was over. Okay. So what I'm working on now is just getting my wanted level all the way up. I cannot die. I gotta stay alive, so I gotta play this kind of safe. The problem is, I sometimes forget that I'm in Torment 4, and I get myself killed. So we're just working on making sure that does not happen. That also means if you buy things like a posture check or a hydrate, it might be a couple of minutes before I notice them. Because I'm trying to stay alive here. Oh. Okay. We're like halfway there. All right. I'm kind of looking for... Well, I should just look for enemies, but that event, that little micro event that was happening kind of got it in my head that if I found another one and I survived it, I could probably get the rest of my wanted level all the way up. But play it safe. I shouldn't go after those. I should really only go for those if I see someone else doing it. Alright, got that guy. And that guy. Also, I'm not going to the Blood Maiden that's flashing over there. I learned last season that the Blood Maiden stops your wanted level from rising. You can still get a lot of cinders. You can get a lot of treasure and experience. You just can't raise your wanted level. And where this challenge is specifically about my wanted level, then I can't be doing the Blood Maiden. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm getting bounced around. This is what it must feel like to be a short person. I'm 6 feet tall. I don't usually get to experience life as someone who gets bounced around. Okay. Excellent. Get the multi-shot guy. Okay. Again, I don't need these treasures. I'm hoping they will spawn a bunch of enemies and it'll raise my wanted level. Plus, opening the Helltide chests, they're just good for getting experience anyway. So on this long road to Paragon 300, that would be the only real thing that would help, would be hitting these hell tides, hitting the chests, getting the few hundreds of thousands of experience you get for opening them. And if I'm smart, that's what I will do this season. I'm just not usually that smart. I usually just want to do the things that I want to do. And I've got a bit of a squirrely mind, and so if I get a little bit distracted, I completely forget what I was working on. That's part of the reason I like the season journey. It gives me direction. It's like, just do these things, and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because once we finish this season journey, you're going to get that fun of watching me say I'm going to do one thing, forget about that one thing, and do something else entirely. Okay, we are almost at max wanted level. And then I gotta keep moving. I gotta stay mobile. I gotta get to enemies. If they stop spawning, then I'm in trouble. I only got 120 the last time I tried to do this. I gotta get 200. Okay, watch out for explodey dudes. And I know I saw 150 on that, right? That was 150. Yeah, so we're not gonna do that. I really like Urivar's grenades. Oh my gosh. They have been so effective this entire season. And then I look at supposedly better boss powers, and I'm like, that ain't it. You did it with Urivar. Okay. Alright, now is the part where I gotta get moving to crowds. There's a crowd, I'll take it. They're gonna spawn in like that. And then keep moving.
Find things, even if they don't want to be found.
I can't stop. I gotta get to these other groups. It'd be dope if a big group showed up like that. Okay. Get to this group. I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be anywhere close to enough. I'm going to be surprised if I got 100 that time, if I'm honest. Okay, let's go somewhere safe so I can at least look at that and see what I did. Because 120 was what we did at the beginning of the stream. I don't think I got anywhere close to that. I think I'm going to guess that I hit 75, give or take 10. Moment of truth. 90, so I was off. Better than I thought I did, but 30 dudes less than I did at the beginning of the stream. So we're going down in our abilities. All right, I'm going to do another 75 on the Artificer's Pit. Time is irrelevant. We just got to complete it. I'm not going for that 5-minute challenge that I did at the beginning of the stream. Like, obviously, the faster we do it, the better, because then that's less time inside the pit. But it doesn't really impact our rewards. At least I don't think it does. Maybe it has an impact on the chest that you open. Doesn't seem like it should, though. In that I don't feel as though I get any better chests for going faster. Okay. Get this guy. He's got every power. Oh, and then he blocked my way. Alright. Get him. Once again, I was spending too much time on one dude. And I gotta remember, aim for the mobs. Mobs and elites. Those are the only ones who should be getting my time. If we're down to one dude, he's not worth it. Okay. Man. Ooh, boy. Okay. That chilling wind kinda sucks. It slows my weapon. Not my weapon, my attack ability down. Because it slows everything down. Perfect. Okay, now I just gotta get that chilling wind, dude. You can try to hit me with your tidal wave. I'll just keep hitting him. Alright, alright. That's exactly what I'm talking about. He's a normal dude, and I'm spending all of this time hitting him and doing 0 damage. That is not gonna work in these higher level pits. Oh my goodness. Where is that champion? Like, I think there is still one. I will work on a single elite, but only because they give me more progress on my timer. Come on, dude, you have got to go down. Thank you. Holy moly. Some of these dudes, they don't take a hint. Of course, we are getting to a part in this season where I don't know how much I could be improving things. My boss powers that I'm using are all maxed out. I could hit a few nightmare dungeons, because I could get some more obdicite, get my equipment fully leveled up. The gloves that I need in order to get them ancestral, I just don't know if that would do that much difference. And then getting all of my glyphs to level 100, that might have a pretty big impact. Man, there is so much crap on the ground causing me pain. Nice! Good job, French fries! I forget what kind of kill streak that is. How many kills do you have to get to get the nuke? 30 kills without dying. And then you just end the game. You know, like, you're all noobs. And I'm ending it. But that's way dope. I don't even think I've ever been in a match where the nuke was dropped. Of course, I haven't played for a long, long time. Like, I think I was playing back in Black Ops 1 when they first introduced the nuke. And I knew I was never going to drop it, but I did want to see what it was like to be in a match where someone dropped it. I just don't think I ever did. Okay. We're doing okay on time. Not as well as I want to be doing. But we are doing okay. I mean, I don't need to worry about time. I've already completed this portion of the season challenge. I just like to feel like I am getting better every time I go into the pit.
Will be tested now.
Don't tell me that. Alright, alright, alright. Got the lightning dude, got the guy who would make me fearful. That's everybody in that little area. I want to get these two champions who are buffing each other. I think I got one. And I think I got the other. Whew. Like, I can't see them when they're on the screen. I am looking at everybody else's health bars in order to figure out if I'm still working on the champions. I can see them at the beginning. It's once there's a big crowd of people, then I'm like, I have no idea. Maybe they're there. Maybe they're dead. We'll never know. It's either going to be Necro or Druid next season. One of those two are happening. Because I like to go through and try them all out. I have played on stream Barbarian, Rogue, and Sorcerer. And off stream, I was playing as a Spiritborn before all of that. I have played as everything else at least once. Necromancer I have played the most. At like 3 times, maybe twice. And Druid I've only played once. So both are being considered right now. We'll see if they do a pretty major rebalance next season. I don't feel as though they did one between these 2 seasons, last one and this one, because most of the stuff that was most effective last season remains most effective this season. So I imagine that it's going to be the same case with both the Necromancer and the Druid. Whatever is most effective now is going to remain most effective. Oh, I thought that would do it for sure. Yep. Get those wolves in there. I also figured out, French fries, to you specifically, you had asked about my wolf companions, and you were like, how do you get wolf companions as a sorcerer? It was the runes, and I also figured out the runes are exclusive to the DLC, which is a little weird to me, but whatever. That's how Blizzard decided to roll. I would have made the runes available to everyone. But that's the reason they don't pay me. Ooh! I thought he was done with all of those attacks. We still got 5 minutes. We just lose one of our glyph improvements. Alright, I'm gonna get a little bit of distance, only because it seems as though I do more damage from a distance. And I'm gonna watch the floor, because the floor is about to become lava. There it is. Ha ha! Can't get me twice in one fight with the same attack. Maybe 3 times in one fight, but not 2 times. Get out of everything! Oh my gosh. I thought I was clear of that little hurt zone. Apparently I was not, because they got a pretty good hit on me. Alright, keep staying mobile. Get out of all of that. Don't even want to pretend that I'm a part of that. Okay, this is the one where it practically destroys the entire floor. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Come on, dude! How are you still standing? All I gotta do is get like 3 more hit points off of him. There. Woo! That was a little intense. So we're going to keep working on these until they get under 100%. So 1, 2 for this one. And then we'll just start working on these other guys. So with this one, we're getting all of the normal nodes within range to improve, as well as damage to elites. That's cool. And then these other ones. Increasing damage is just good, generally speaking. And then I don't know about the other things with them. Oh well. Feels pretty good to get that far. But yeah, man, my armor, oh boy, that's where I am struggling quite a bit. So we're going to get these 3 around here. So vulnerable enemies for both of those, and then max life. Fine. And then looking at this, damage to burning enemies and then 5% damage. That's all we're getting on that one. Woo! Get that hype train going. Chew, chew. French fries is purchased, not sunglasses, which means sunglasses are going on until someone buys not sunglasses again. And then a hydrate. Thank you, French fries, for getting me to get some liquid in my tum-tum.
Let's go.
Okay. I am thinking about throwing myself at a problem. The problem that I'm thinking about throwing myself at is one that is going to frustrate me to no end.
Thank you.
And that's why I'm kind of hesitant to do it. Because I'm like, what if I do this and I get super angry and I say a couple of swears? I try not to swear on the stream. And then I get mad at enemies. Alright, that's garbage.
Better than starting from nothing. My hammer sings on your return.
But if I could complete it, oh man, would that be a weight off of my chest. What is this? It's not what I want. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Oh, I hate this. I've got the perfect attitude for going up against Andariel. But we'll give it a shot. We'll see what's going on. If you are new here, why don't you hit that follow button? We're 16 people away from my goal of hitting 100 followers. If you would like to support the channel financially, hit the subscribe button. If you're sitting on a Prime membership right above my head, you can cash that in and get that spent. I'll take that Prime membership off your hands. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to leave a comment, just give me a time signature so I know what we were talking about. There is a podcast. It is called Potato Chip Pictures. New episodes every Friday, except this week, because I needed the time off. Mother's Day hit our regular recording time, and then rather than coming in and recording later in the week, I was the one who said no. So use this week to get caught up on any episodes you missed. We're looking at the Bond franchise. Our last episode from Friday, last week Friday, was Moonraker. The time when Bond decided to go to space. Alright. I'm mostly just taking these dudes out to kind of make sure I get a feel for this power and for this everything. I've got it at rank 20, and it's still kind of garbage. Oh, man. But in theory, it does a lot of damage.
That exceeds my funds.
Also, before I go in, I'm going to re-up on my drugs. I have usually been doing the Elixir of Precision because I want the critical strike chance and the critical strike damage. That often works. Yeah, and I think I'm going to continue doing that. And then I have been upping my intelligence, my resistance to all, and my dodge chance. And we'll see how that works. We'll see what that does. That gets my armor where it needs to be, but at Torment 4, armor means nothing. You might as well be naked. Okay, get those guys out. I mean, we did like half damage to her just on that one. But then I get working on these things, and I have no idea what killed me there. I don't know why I don't do as much damage to those statues. Alright, well again, armor means nothing at Torment 4, so I'm not going to go repair. Alright, I did significantly worse that time. But I did destroy one of these statues. Obviously not both statues. Holy garbage! Why is it not doing any damage? Oh, that angers me. Alright, alright. Watch the lightning on the ground. That is hurting. That ability is mostly knockback damage that kills me. So I do have to pay attention when she winds that up. But now we're at where we were last time. We're at 50%, better than 50%. Okay. I don't know what killed me. I don't know what killed me, and that makes me so angry. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's take our paper armor back in here and give it another shot. Okay. I'm down here, I might as well stay down here. We got one. Maybe I'm too close to the edge. Maybe that's the reason that I am dying. But I think there's something on the floor hitting me, because my controller is vibrating like crazy. And I just don't know if there's something on the floor that's doing that and I'm not seeing it because reasons. Come on, just do even a tiny fraction of damage. That's all I'm asking. Okay. I'm gonna go repair my armor. And then at some point I might mute the microphone and make screaming noises that only my neighbors will get to hear. I hate Andariel. Such a frustrating fight.
My hammer sings on your return.
Like, if the fight felt like it could go either way, I would probably feel better about the Andariel fight. But I usually feel like I'm going to get killed by something that I didn't see, and that sucks. And that's what kind of bugs me about Andariel. I'm great with all of the other changes that they made with the other bosses. I feel like those are really a pretty great improvement. I haven't tried out Lilith this season, but it's dope to be able to fight Varshan and not kill him in 3 seconds, you know? So that was a major improvement. I don't think they did anything with Andariel except make her irritating more irritating. I know my critical chance potion is still on. It just doesn't seem to ever hit. Like, what's the chance of it never getting a critical? Okay, got it. Then stay at a distance, because that seems to be the only way I can do damage. Controller's vibrating like crazy, so something is hurting me again. I just don't see it. Come on, go. Okay, I got it out. I got it out of my system. And now we just go back in and do it again. Now, I will say, unlike the Andariel fight, or the Duriel fight, sorry. The Duriel fight where I did feel as though using Duriel's powers was what was screwing me over. With this fight, I'm getting the same feeling I would feel if I had my character built up the way I want him to be built up. I just never feel like this fight allows me to demonstrate my power, as it were. Alright, and they are back. And they're gone again. There's something on the floor that might kill me. I don't see it. Could be that lightning ball that just went by. But I'm feeling my controller vibrating. So that tells me something is causing damage. I just don't know what it is. Okay. And Dariel's back. Now with the fire that'll kill me in one hit. Ooh, god golly, that makes me angry. Every time I think I'm doing well, she vanishes again. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3. Please. That was a little bit frustrating. That was a tiny bit frustrating. Oh, this fight. This fight that angers me so much. I only have to do this once, then I never have to use her superpower again.
Nails. What you need?
And frankly, I never have to fight her again. That's the reason I keep collecting so many pincushion dolls, is because I hate fighting Andariel. I've got so many of her boss keys. I have a lot of Hatred's boss keys as well, but I spend those sometimes. I can beat him. It's a long, drawn-out fight, so I don't do it that often, but at least it feels fair. Whereas this one, it's only fair if Andariel's abilities are visible. If I can see when the floor is lava, then it's a fair fight. Okay, there's one. This one is taking 0 damage. Oh good, its other one was taking 0 damage too. And then the supposedly 2 million damage that Andariel's power does. I don't believe that. Okay, stand at a distance. I'm glad you're celebrating, French fries. I am definitely not. Of course. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, I hate this fight. Oh, I hate this fight. My face is going to disappear for a moment because I'm going to switch over to a playlist that allows me to get angry. We're going to put on... Where's my library? We're going to put on the Rage With Me playlist. And I think I'm going to start with Bad Attitudes by Apathy featuring Self-Titled and 1-2. Because if I'm going to feel this sort of way at a video game, then I'm going to let the music take me there too. I just keep thinking there is someone out there who worked really hard at designing Andariel, and they're sitting there thinking like, why do people hate this fight? That's why. Did you see what killed me? I didn't see what killed me. Could have been anything. There wasn't anything on the ground that killed me. So that's the reason people hate this fight. For whoever designed it and is wondering why their hard work goes unappreciated. It's because the floor becomes lava, and there's nothing you can do to get away from it. I wonder if there's an offline mode to this game. Because if there is a server delay that is registering me as being in a hurt zone when the screen is showing me that I am not in a hurt zone, then that tells me that there is an issue with connectivity. So I'm just looking to see if there's like an option that says play offline. It doesn't look like it. Thank you for tries. Yeah, I am trapped playing in the network and dealing with the fact that the server is about a half a click behind. Click meaning time, not distance. And that sucks. Alright, well, I only have to do this once. Only have to do this once. And then I never have to think about it again. Never have to think about this stupid boss. And the fact that a human being got paid real life money to create this boss fight. So if there's anything on the floor that would be hurting me, I definitely... Oh, now I see it. Now I see it. But I don't know how to avoid the balls of lightning that don't appear on the screen. Those ones are just impossible to avoid. You're going to get hit by them. Alright, well, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. My mood has become so bad, so angry. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm glad you do not see my spirit, because it has been broken by that stupid fight. Oh my gosh, that fight. That stupid, stupid fight.
My hammer sings
In fact,
when you return.
I want to show you something. Torment 4, that's what we just did. All I changed was my power. I'm probably going to die. Probably going to die immediately. But that's all I'm changing, is just my power. I just want to see, because I feel as though sometimes it doesn't go as poorly when I am rocking the build that I am comfortable with. Well, looks like no matter how I do this, she's gonna kick my butt. But at least now I'm actually doing damage to those things, the towers. Her little statues. Okay. So again, all I have changed between the last half an hour and right now is one boss power. That is all I have changed. Yeah, man. One boss power makes all the difference, apparently. Because my damage reduction is, well, doesn't help if I go running into the fire. But that's the point that I'm making. I need to figure out at some point, I need to go through and find out, maybe somebody has it online, the best way to build around her power. Because... yeah, it does something with the rest of my build that makes it so I am doing virtually no damage to her. Why do the legendary powers suck? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Why do the legendary powers suck? We'll never know. All right, well, I'm going to work towards my wanted level. I think that's a better use of my time than even thinking about Andariel. I'm so frustrated I gave myself the hiccups.
Skill is unmatched. You'll see.
So if I come back and that portion of the season is finished, it's because I couldn't deal with failure tonight, and I decided to keep throwing myself at that problem. Not likely to happen. That put me in such a foul mood. Oh gosh, what a stupid boss fight. Oh well, whatever. I don't have to think about it for a little bit. I'm gonna keep repeating that mantra until it comes true. Until my brain stops thinking about Andariel, I'll just keep saying I don't have to think about it. And eventually it'll have to come true. Yep. Now, if you're sitting there watching and wondering why I am wearing sunglasses, that is one of the redemptions you can purchase with beard hairs. It's called Not Sunglasses. It's a little bit of a programming joke. Whatever state the sunglasses are in, by purchasing Not Sunglasses, you purchase the opposite of that state. So, if you want me to take those sunglasses off, all you gotta do is hit Not Sunglasses again. Ah, dang it, I shouldn't have done that. Well, doesn't matter, someone pulled me right out of it. Ah. You know, just because I said I shouldn't be doing it doesn't mean I'm not going to give it a try. I don't know why that demon had to pull me out of it. Come on! I'm having resource issues again. Okay. Now, it's not just about filling up my wanted meter. I also got to be a little bit strategic about this. I should try to fill it up in an area where I can actually find dudes. What is this? Oh, that's right. It's Jimmy's Chicken Shop or something. Can't read it because people are trying to kill me. Okay. Now, I am looking for a specific pair of gauntlets, and according to the internet, they are just random world drops. They do not spawn from any particular boss. In fact, they shouldn't spawn from any boss. And so I gotta try to do these events when they become available. Oh, another player came in. Thank you, friend. All right. He's using a lot of Yuribar's grenades. Good on him. Oh, boo. Anybody need a 3-star legendary dagger? I don't. It won't help with this build, but it is very good. Look at that. Intelligence, max life, and damage. All maxed out. Maybe I'll hold on to it. If anybody sees it and they're like, whoa, that would fit my build, let me know. I'll give it to you. I don't have a reason for it. I'm not going to use it. It's not going to help me. So just shout it out if you want it. And we'll figure out a way to get it traded to you. I do enjoy browsing the Diablo 4 subreddit for a few reasons. Sometimes there are ideas that they're able to give me that I had never considered. Particularly things with a build where they're like, every build says to do this, you should try this instead. Or they'll offer tips for specific bosses, and that's cool. But a lot of times, I just don't like what the subreddit has to say. And the thing that drove me absolutely batty had to do with trades and the marketplace. They were like, I don't like the fact that I gotta set up trades. I want a marketplace so I can sell my stuff to other players. And I think that bothers me because I'm sitting here like, I'll give you my stuff for free. You want that 3-star dagger that I just picked up? Take it. I don't want anything for it because I assume you'll do the same for me. But apparently that's not the case. There are people who want to sell their items that they randomly picked up as though they're somehow special. But you ain't gonna get that from here. You want that dagger, you can have that dagger. I don't want it. Anything that is not bound to my account, I am willing to give up. Okay. Dude, I've got 209 cinders. I just need like a few more, 40 more, and then I can get the mysterious chest, the mystery box. Okay. There we go. Excellent. Oh, I love it when that guy shows up. He usually brings a couple of elites with him. I do extra damage to elites. And then I'm able to get my wanted level up a lot faster. So I'm always happy when that worm bus shows up. Bust those demons in from hell. I need my wanted level to go up. Let's see if I can repeat that. I found what felt like an invisible wall. Oh well. Maybe there was a baddie. Okay. Get out of the explosion. It's dangerous, especially if the server thinks I'm a half a second behind. They might blow me up in that poison. We'll be half a mile away and they'll rubber band me back to the poison. Hey, what's that? You guys see that too, right? Oh, it's gone. It was a familiar. Never mind. I'm getting so distracted by everything, which is intentional. I'm trying to take my mind off of Andariel. And so I'm letting my squirrel brain take over. Just letting any little distraction take over my attention. Alright, let's get that worm bus back. How's that? How's that worm bus? Okay, good. I was like, I am doing no damage! Yeah, I think tonight I'm gonna have to do a little bit of homework with this build. There's gotta be something I am doing wrong. And I hope they're not gonna be like, you need to have that mythic stuff. Because I am not lucky enough to rely on random drops. I've been going for the mythics for a while this season, and I have not picked up a single one yet. So, there's gotta be something I can do with the ancestral and unique versions of the build in order to hold my own, because I don't know how to get the Ring of the Starless Sky. I don't know which boss drops that, but I've fought them all, and so far it's been 0. And then I would have to fight Andariel or Duriel to get the chest plate, the Shroud of False Death. That's the chest piece that I need. Come on, guys, get in here. Get in here and let me fight. Unfortunately, those guys don't count as extra dudes. That would be cool, but they don't. But that guy counts. Come on, give me all the dudes to fight. Alright, I didn't do it again. Still trying to get it. But we can check to see what we did this time. Okay, just gotta make sure I'm safe. Don't want to go trying to teleport with fire from the sky. It'll be safe. It'll be safe. Just gotta take these dudes out, and then it'll be safe. I promise. There. See? Told you. It's safe. Okay. So I'm going to hold on to that dagger, just in case. If anybody needs it, I've got it. Everything else is going to go away. Still not there on that one. And what we wanted to see, we did 90 last time and 120 before that. This time around, we did 148. Hey, we're getting a little bit better. Have no idea how I'm going to get that last 52, but we're in the right direction. Everything else is related to layer bosses. This is the one I want to do. I'm just not going to go at it again. I'm still livid from trying to fight Andariel last time. Gosh, I hate that fight. But I have been thinking about going after Lilith with Belial's eye beams. I don't think I have those ones. Oh, I do have them maxed out. So after you drink a healing potion, gain 50% damage reduction for 2 seconds, and summon eye beams that corrupt enemies for 1.5 million damage over 3.5 seconds. Then your healing potion becomes disabled for 5 seconds. You may drink your healing potion while at full life. So this might be a good one for the rogue, for the particularly the Rain of Arrows rogue, or any of them that use the unstable elixirs. I think that's the one that allows you to potion up beyond full health. Well, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. I have not tried Lilith since the seasonal update. This may be an embarrassment. Also, you can't fast travel to Lilith, so there you go. If you are new here, why don't you hit that follow button? We are always trying to get to that 100 follower mark. It seems like a rather daunting task, doesn't it? If you're already following and you want access to those awesome subscriber emotes that are in there, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. There's a little button above my head that lets you use your Prime subscription if you're sitting on that. As French Fries says, if you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to leave a comment, go for it. Just give me a time signature so I know what you were talking about. And finally, of course, there is the podcast, Potato Chip Pictures. It is an audio-only podcast that I do with a friend. I would love it if you checked it out. No new episode this Friday. That is my fault. Then we do all of our incense. Don't really need it, but we're going to do it anyway. Again, I have not seen this fight since the update, and I beat Lilith for the first time ever last season. I don't feel as though this Ice Shard Sorcerer is as consistent as the last one. Ooh, thank you, French Fries, for dropping another 2,000 towards the Fry Play Challenge. You too can be spending your beard hairs on that Fry Play Challenge. Come on, face the right direction. I think that's my other beef with this particular build, is they don't auto-target. So 2,000 beard hairs until we get to the Fry Play? That's exciting. It's not going to be this week. It's going to be next week, just as a reminder. Too late. Okay, let's get out here and get doing damage. Also, remember to heal, because I'm using Belial's power, and his is all about heals. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Ha! Somehow, I survived that. Shoot, shoot! Okay. Still surviving. Why isn't she getting on the field? Why can't I fight her? I'm trying so hard. Okay. Now that, I have no idea what killed me. I saw a shockwave go by, and then I was dead. Alright, last try. I will heal when I can. Like just now. Well, that was fast. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Woo! Clearly, that's what I need to be doing. Healing better. Okay. Oh, and they weren't even using Belial's eye beams. All of that, and it was worthless, because even if I had beaten her, it wouldn't have counted.
Some solid. My hammer sings.
I'm going to repair, and I'm going to give it one more shot, and I'm going to see if it allows me to keep the Belial's eye beams actually equipped. Because I could have sworn I used it last time. Okay, it is selected. There it is. One more again. Get her with those eye beams. They don't seem to do a lot in the way of damage. And I don't know how to block this particular thing that's about to hit me. My move speed was reduced. But okay, that's Belial's eye beams. We got to see them. We got to see what they look like. Hooray. This is going to be a hard season to finish, my dudes. This is going to be a frustration of a season to finish.
That exceeds my funds.
Use it well.
Hey, but 19 is still pretty good. Sure, you didn't get your nuke to drop, but 19 is pretty good. All right, I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for 80. See what happens. I haven't been doing great at 75. I just want to give 80 a shot. See what happens. Okay. Holy crap. They can take a hit. Okay. Come on. Get him. Get him. Yeah, I gotta do homework. I am doing something wrong with this build. And I think that I was able to get away with it on the earlier torments just by, you know, virtue of everybody being weak with me. But now I feel like I have hit a wall. And I gotta figure out how to get past that wall. Stupid fearful. Oh my gosh. All right. Keep hitting them over and over again. I got away from the fearful that time. But this is a waste of time. I'm gonna leave the pit. As you can see with my timer, I am not dealing enough damage to spend this much time working on one dude. Look at his health. Look at his health at the top of the screen. I'm doing 0 damage right now.
Want someone or something found, you find me.
That sucks. Yeah, I mean, the ultimate is what I need to be doing more often, but that's what fires my grenades, and so I get frustrated when I actually need it and I don't have it as an option. But it is supposed to be giving me a damage boost. Just doesn't seem to do anything. Because now I've got it active. Okay, that got one dude. Alright, I'm abandoning this pit. The timer is no good. That was a good enough demonstration for me to see that I need to do homework. Ugh.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
I need an attitude adjustment. That's what I need. Let's see if any of these are not gold find. And of course, every single one of them is gold find. All right. I'm going to do this and see if that gives me some obdicite. Well, obviously it'll give me some opticite, but maybe I can increase some of my equipment. Okay. I also may consider looking into a completely different build. Like a mid-season switch like we did last season, going from Twisting Blades to Rain of Arrows. I might do the same here with this Sorcerer. I might get so frustrated with this particular build that I just decide to say, screw it, we're abandoning it, I'm going to do something else entirely. Don't say, oh no. Can't be dealing with these people getting blown up. Ugh. Okay, what am I looking for? I am looking for the Flesh Reaper. That's what I want to be. I want to be a Flesh Reaper. I keep applying for the job, but no one's hiring Flesh Reapers anymore. And I'm also thinking that was a treasure room that had the locked door. I thought they were telling me I had to slay the Flesh Reaper just to get into that treasure room. No, I'm not going to do that event. That event makes me too angry. Anything where they're like, all right, kill this set number of dudes, and then they don't make those dudes appear. Ooh, that makes me mad. Like, I get it if they're gonna say kill X number of waves of enemies, and then you'll move on. But if they're like, kill X number of enemies and then they don't spawn X number of enemies, ooh, that makes me mad. I'm like, what could I have done for you to have wanted to spawn enough enemies for me to get mastery? And I'm sure it's just a matter of killing things faster. But I think I'm killing things pretty fast. It's only those layer bosses and whatnot that are causing me trouble. Frankly, those lair bosses wouldn't be causing me trouble if I could use the build I wanted to use. Instead of those stupid powers that don't seem to work even maxed out. I'm bitter. Andariel made me bitter. Okay. Getting through there. Exactly, and you even spelled it correctly. Okay. Nice and easy nightmare dungeon. The boss room was already opened. If I wanted to, I could go back and try to get that treasure from the treasure room. Woo! Chew, chew, indeed. Oh, good call, good call. Sit up straight, take a drink of water. It'll help. It always helps. I swear, if this elemental totem kills me, I'll be so mad. Alright. Have you guys been noticing every once in a while when I stop moving, I ice skate back somewhere? Yeah, like that. Alright, whatever. Alright, if you are hanging out in chat, let me know, do you use a regular town portal, or have you set a favorite location? Prior to this season, I was always portaling to whatever city capital of whatever region I was in. Now, this season, because literally everything is in Karagar, I have no reason to go anywhere. I used to go to the Tree of Whispers until today, and now that we've got a Raven in town, I have no reason to go anywhere but Karagar. And so I'm just curious, if you're hanging out in chat, are you going anywhere besides Karagar? Do you still use a standard town portal, or have you bookmarked Karagar? Because I suspect if you have not bookmarked Karagar, you shall bookmark Karagar when you realize that there literally is no reason to go anywhere else. And I have not collected some of the runes still. In particular, Aku, A-K-U. They are recommending that with my build, and I have never seen it. But obviously I haven't seen most of the legendaries. Picked up 7 total for the whole season. Alright, heal me up, please.
And you'll be the stronger for it.
And then because I've got them, I'm gonna spend on this. So let me make my face disappear briefly. I promise the glasses are still on. Oh, I also want to put this dagger away in case anybody else wants it. So once again, take a look at this dagger. It is a 3-star. It's got max intelligence, maximum life, and max damage. If that matches the build you are working on, hit me up. You can have it for free. I think you have to give me at least 1 gold. I'll take it. I just don't have a use for it. I'm going to be using the Azure Wrath for the entire season. So if you want that, let me know. I'll give it to you. I don't need it. But who knows? Maybe I'll switch builds and then I'll realize I did need it. And then I'll be sad that I got rid of it.
Shame that. Hello, shining beauty. Too bad.
Well, I got another Fist of Fate. It's just still not an ancestral. I just cannot seem to find the ancestral version of the Fist of Fates. Those are just gonzo. I'm pretty sure I did your hydrate French fries, but I'm going to do it again just in case. Okay. Everything is garbage. All of it gets melted. And then just because I just want to see, we're gonna take a look at all of these just to see if there are any that could be upgraded. So let's go for aspect of the Orange Herald. We are currently sitting at 11%. If we switched it, it would still be 11%. So don't want that. I wish there was a way to... Oh, never mind. We go to boots. And then with the boots, they want Mind's Awakening. So this would go from 28.5, or it would be at 28.5%, and it will remain at 28.5%. That's all I needed to know there. Aspect of Piercing Cold. Let's see. So, 47 goes to... Wait, do I not have it? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I want Aspect of Elements. I do this way too often. I get things confused. Okay, 47% versus 47%. That's all I needed to know. Then next is Shredding Blades, which I am pretty sure we upgraded during this stream. So there should be an improved aspect of Shredding Blades in here. So we are looking at 30% versus 35%. I will take that. And now we want the aspect of Piercing Cold. And this one, we're looking at 46.3 versus 48.5. Okay. So a couple of things are getting improved. Not by a lot. Not by enough to make me feel like it's going to make a big difference. But minor improvements.
The magics await your return.
And what I really want are those Fists of Fate. I gotta find those somewhere in the world. Oh well. All right, so in terms of the plan for the rest of the season, I might need to become significantly more comfortable with switching out builds. So I'm gonna save this one. Come on. So dumb. Yeah. So everything that I currently have has been favorited. If I find a Fist of Fate that is improved, then obviously I'll have to make that switch. Everything else should be the same. And then I might play around with other builds. Maybe tonight, maybe next week. I don't know. I'm so frustrated by trying to take on Andariel with Andariel's power and just getting stomped immediately. It's the last one I'm waiting for. Let's get my beard hair out of my mouth. I can see it in the screen, so I'm going to try to do that. But, you know, we've got this one. We're going to rename it. I've never done that before. So we're going to name it Ice Shards. So Ice Shards. Shards. Whoops. There. So I might play around with that. I might try out the lightning spear or some of the other in-game builds to see if there's something a little more conducive to the layer bosses, something able to withstand the floor is lava a little bit better. Obviously, with Lilith, when she completely destroys the floor, there's nothing you can do about that. That is, you are on your own and you just got to live with it. But I think I could do better against Andariel. She doesn't destroy the floor. She just, kills me with the floor is lava. But I don't know. I don't know if any of that is going to make a difference. It might come to a point where I just need to ask for help. So maybe tomorrow I will take off the solo tag from the whole thing. In fact, I'm going to do that now. I think we're late enough in the season that at this point I can start accepting help from anyone who has finished this season. I don't like to. I am stubborn. I like to do everything myself. It just feels like I have hit a wall with these three. And this one too, but that's only because I'm not killing dudes fast enough. And it already reset the count. I wish it didn't do that. I wish it kept my personal best so I could always look at it and be like, I've done 148. Just got to get 52 more dudes and then I'll get it. But yeah, I think maybe tonight I might work on Andariel alone just for myself. I don't think I'm going to work on Lilith off stream unless I did it in a lower torment and with the powers that I want just to collect the boss power. And to learn the fight, as it were. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, that is my Friday. That is when I do my last stream of the week. We are a few thousand away from completing the Fry Play Challenge. We're at 92% of the way there. So it would be next week, not this coming Friday. If we're able to finish the challenge, it's going to be the next Friday. If you're watching and you've got beard hairs to spend, why don't you throw them towards that community challenge? If you are new here and you've been enjoying yourself, thank you for watching. Why don't you hit that follow button? You can come back tomorrow and we'll play some more. I've removed the solo tag for tomorrow. Tonight I'm doing the wind down and the wrap up. And so, don't send me a request right now. You're going to get denied. Yeah, hit that follow button. If you're sitting on a Prime subscription, right above my head, there is a button you can click to spin that Prime subscription. Otherwise, I would take your subscription because I'm trying to get to 10 active subscribers, and you could be one of them. And then, of course, if you're watching in the future on YouTube and you've made it this far, why don't you hit that like and subscribe button, baby? You've been here, I've been here, you've seen me at my lowest, so let's hit that subscribe. You can leave a comment, just give me a time signature so I know what you're talking about. And then finally, check out the podcast. It is Potato Chip Pictures. You can find it on all major podcast apps. And there's not going to be a new episode this Friday. I just wasn't able to find time to record. It's my fault. It happens. Yeah. So be back tomorrow. We're going to continue working on this season, even if it makes me incredibly frustrated. Thank you for the final hydrate request. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!